I'm about to explode. Adding to the CSI caseload. Drop the beat like you're spinning at a rap show. Use a stone hoe so we can start the week grow. Then cue the intro, let D and H flow. Hello gamers, this is D and H, and I am sure you are looking and wondering what is going on here. You might have a lot of questions if you watch my channel. You might be saying, well, that looks like the Agrarian Skies map, but it doesn't look like the Agrarian Skies map that you were recorded 3 episodes on. You know, it's been a month since you've recorded those episodes. Where have you been? And where is Shy Guy Squid? So I will answer all of those questions right now. But first, I will let you know that I'm recording this voiceover as kind of a voiceover. I'm not recording it while I'm actually playing the game. I just have some in-game footage that I'm running behind it. So here's the deal. Here is why I have not recorded Agrarian Skies in like a month. The first and main reason is that I have been incredibly busy. I've been working a lot on the video The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, which I posted on my site on October 29th, so please check that out if you have not already seen it. I'm really proud of it. It's kind of a cinematic machinima type video with shaders and special effects and everything else, so check that out. But it took a lot of my time, and so I didn't have time to record other things. I tried to get a few episodes of Captive Minecraft up, a few Voidbound, but basically that didn't leave time for Agrarian Skies. So that was probably one of the main reasons. The second reason, though, is I was sort of struggling with what to do on Agrarian Skies. So the first 2 episodes I had recorded with Manta, and we were having fun. Manta, Shy Guy Squid, sorry, I still make that mistake sometimes. We were having fun and goofing around, and I was enjoying it, and I progressed some, and I was able to ask him questions and everything else. But then it came to the 3rd episode, and me and Squid had agreed not to record every episode simultaneously, so I felt really lost, like in the 3rd episode, and like I hadn't progressed very much at all. And then even beyond that, I got on the server a little bit after the 3rd episode and was just grinding some wood and fish and stuff, but I really didn't know how to progress in Skyblock. I really didn't understand it. So I had been giving it a lot of thought, and I decided that, you know, the real emphasis behind me doing this was to learn Feed the Beast and learn Agrarian Skies, but not to like derp through 1,000 episodes not really knowing anything. I mean, the way that I learned Minecraft originally was watching other people do stuff and whatever. So basically I decided to watch some videos on Agrarian Skies to learn the basics of what I'm doing. I'm still very new. There's still a lot of stuff I don't understand, but at least I feel I understand the progression and the goal, even beyond, you know, what you're doing with the quest book. So I feel a lot better about it. So, you know, I feel like I'll make better episodes that way too. So that's the second reason I was taking so long. I was making that decision and then watching some videos. So then the 3rd reason, which involves why is this on a new map and where is Squid, is just that, you know, when you're dealing with 2 people, I can only really tell you what's going on with me, which were all of those things were interfering with me recording. But obviously he's another person, and so he, you know, maybe hadn't been putting up episodes either. And I'm not gonna, you know, I can't really go into what's happening in depth, other than to say that we just weren't able to make the time together, which is I'm kind of sad about, because I had a lot of fun recording those 2 episodes with him, you know. But I struggled to be available at his time, and he probably at my time. I mean, the truth is that we live on 2 separate continents. He lives in Australia. He's like 15 hours ahead of me. So, you know, it's difficult, particularly for 2 people who don't have YouTube as a full-time job, to really coordinate something like that. So, you know, I had a lot of fun with what we did. Wish him all the best. I'm still on Voidbound. He's, you know, still on Voidbound. Hopefully we'll hang out a bunch there. And, you know, if we ever get back to making stuff on a server again, maybe I'll be a little bit better, a little bit more competitive in the whole better garden competition that he was talking about, since I'll know a little bit about Agrarian Skies. So that being said, I wasn't very far into it, and in fact, I spent an episode here, which is what you're watching right now, building up to really all of the quests that I had already done on that 3-episode plus that I had been in, and really went through it pretty easily. And then I'll start in my next episode kind of taking it from there. But I wanted to film what I was doing up until then. Now, you might have a couple more questions depending on what you've looked at while I've been talking. One of the things you might have noticed on the screen was in the lower right corner, there are some buttons that aren't usually on Agrarian Skies, and you might have noticed the screen talk about a server doing a save. Well, it's obvious to me that the popularity on my channel comes from time lapses, and I actually enjoy doing time lapses, which is good. I really do like doing time lapses, and so what I've decided to do on Agrarian Skies is I have decided to do a time lapse of all of really the building that I have done, or that I'm going to do on this map. So anytime I'm building something impressive or doing something impressive, I'm going to do a time lapse of it. So I was testing that out, and I did do a time lapse of just this stuff that I filmed, and I will put that up tomorrow just to kind of show you what I mean. And it's a very short time lapse and just kind of an intro thing and whatever. But, you know, time lapse nonetheless. And so as the side effect is of doing a time lapse, I needed to install a mod to do screenshots repeatedly. So that was the multi-shot mod, which is what I used through Forge version 1.6.4, which matches up with Agrarian Skies. And so those controls are what you see in the lower right-hand corner. And I needed to put it on, well, I ran it on a local server, basically, so that I could have 2 players on it. And then I had one player in creative, just being the cameraman, but I don't do anything in creative with collecting things or whatever. And I really don't think that'll be a big accusation under Agrarian Skies. I mean, obviously, getting things originally is the key. Genning up a whole bunch of cobblestone once you get automatic generators and stuff is really more about waiting. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, obviously, people are going to accuse you of cheating if they want to, but no big deal. I'm all for, if you think I'm cheating, then obviously you think what I'm doing is really impressive. So, hey, so I needed that mod to be installed, and then basically I didn't want, like, if I'm walking around and filming the walking around like I was doing here, I didn't want you to be able to see the cameraman. So I installed another mod, and I really wish I could remember. I'll try to put the name of the mod in the description, but basically it's called the Invisible Armor mod, or something, which it gives you an ability to make armor that makes you invisible. So I'm not going to take advantage of that in the actual, you know, where I'm playing the game, but obviously the cameraman is wearing this invisible armor. And I don't know if you can, well, and I don't know if mobs don't see you when you're invisible or something. Maybe that's the benefit to having it in-game. I don't know. I'm not going to make it in-game at all, with the exception of the cameraman having it. So, but I just wanted to disclose those are 2 mods that are installed in Agrarian Skies that aren't usually installed. I thought about, there's one, some of the people I was seeing do Agrarian Skies tutorial stuff, like Purple Mintat, Purple Mintat, or Bevo, I think, was another one. I think it was Purple Mintat who had a sort of a hunger mod type thing installed, where it showed you how much food replenishment each thing gave, and it showed you like the saturation of food or whatever. I thought about installing that, but I'm really, I don't know that I will. I'm kind of trying to leave it as much as was intended by the original creator. So So I don't think I will. I haven't yet. It's just those 2 mods that I've installed, and it's really just so I can do the time lapses, because I think that's something that is interesting and entertaining to me as well as to you. So at the end of this episode, I'm up to where I really was on the server, did all the quests, got all the loot bags, didn't really get anything exciting. I didn't take the rotten heart, although you can take rotten hearts, and as long as you don't eat them, I think you can fix them, but later on. And I didn't take the axe of despair or whatever. I took the pan. Not that it matters that much. I've learned a little bit more about Tinker's tools, and really it doesn't matter all that much. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I've been brought to. Next episode, I'm going to focus on getting a cobble gen up and running right away. I mean, that's a very typical skyblock thing that I just wasn't understanding in Agrarian Skies. But I'm going to talk about that next episode. And I did say that I was going to talk really quick about what I'm going to do with this channel. So I'm going to try to post 3 episodes a week of content on this channel. 1 at least of Captive Minecraft if I'm having a good week. Maybe sometimes I get 2 in. 1 Voidbound episode and 1 Agrarian Skies episode. So 3 episodes a week, maybe 2 of Captive Minecraft. Will bring it up to 4, and then if there are weeks where I have a time lapse on Agrarian Skies, it might be up to 5. So you know, that's my goal. I know for a fact that sometimes I'm not going to meet that goal, but hopefully sometimes I will meet it and maybe even do a little better. And you know, I'm just trying not to go back to where I post once a month or something, and I'm just trying to bring you guys content to enjoy. So hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy this and this Agrarian Skies series. I'm looking really forward to Feed the Beast in Agrarian Skies, and hopefully you all tune in for that journey and watch with me. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, have a good evening, day, night. Minecraft, time-lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.